Tusk, it's not actually a bad hero. Like, the synergy isn't there with your ultimate, sure, but the lockdown coming out from Inkswell Snowball was pretty strong.
Yeah, Grim plus Tusk are really good. As a combination of sports, you can put that Grim on 5. You can put the Tusk on 5, honestly. It's not that bad. But you can go with the Sven, and then you have the Stun, and you have the Inkswell, and you have the Warcry, and you have the Inkswell, and you have everything, and then you have the Inkswell. Inkswell. Did I mention you have Inkswell?
No, you
It's
talk
really
like
good.
about everything else, but I feel like Inkswell went under the radar there. Such a good spell.
Okay, so sorry, Inkswell. It's really good, guys. Overall, Grimstroke came out. People were maxing first spell, and the little bug that latches onto you and silences you and annoys you.
Yeah, the Phantom's Embrace. Yeah, pretty strong.
The little bug, yeah.
Yeah, the little bug.
The little bug. The little bug was annoying when leveled up because on level 3 it would get another additional hit, so you would actually be panicking, trying to run out, and also trying to hit it 3 times, which is really hard every time someone initiates on you. However, right now it's all about that Inkswell. I mentioned it before, right? Yeah, it's Inkswell. You have the stun from Sven. Perfect setup for the Inkswell afterwards, for the duration of damage of it. And it's a very hard lane to deal with. This one can be played as 4 or as 3 as well, which is something I always like in drafts. You know, when a team picks up a hero that you can't really place anywhere for sure, like this man can be the offlaner, he can be the 4 too. I mean, he can even be the carry, which is very unlikely, but it's possible. So you can't really draft against him. For instance, and an Oracle. I mean, Oracle versus Grimstroke deals with that Inkswell very well, as you can purge it. Also with his ulti, you can deal with it a bit better when you have an Oracle, when you have Fate's Edict and False Promise. So I like the Oracle, but only because this Dazzle is most likely going to be a core. And I think that's a dead giveaway now from Forward Gaming, because if you have Dazzle and Oracle as supports, your draft is already, I don't know, it's already iffy for me. It's already wrong. So
I think it would be super defensive is the way to look at it. Like, they wouldn't really have much kill potential with these supports versus survive. They would survive, sure, but
yeah, no kill potential, no HP, no stuns whatsoever on them. You have one boot from the Oracle. Dazzle's Poison Touch does not mean he's stun anymore like it used to. So overall, like you basically have 2 heroes that save, and that's not really great. Talking about saves, like that last game, if they only had a save for that Prophet, it would have been so much easier. Like usually you combo it with something like a Dazzle on Oracle. Another hero that you combo with those heroes is a Huskar, which has been banned by PSG. Another hero that you can combo with Dazzle that works really well is Terrorblade, but they banned it out, so we're not going to see it either. Now, the question is, this Oracle works well versus Warcry versus Grimstroke. Is that the only reason it was picked? Or are they going to combo it with something maybe, again, like a Crobalus, that is Death Prophet, or something similar?
we could see a Troll as well. Troll's another good target here with the Dazzle plus the Oracle and your own ultimate. It's almost impossible to kill.
Yeah. And we haven't seen Troll so far in the best of 3, so it definitely might be a good option for one of the teams to pick it up. It's definitely interesting.
Respect ban on the tiny there. Well, I say respect. It would be good against the Dazzle and the Oracle as well. Just easy, squishy targets for him to pick off.
Yeah, just 2 heroes that he deals so well with, right? It doesn't matter the Dazzle is a core then, because he just disappears as soon as that tiny gets a Shadow Blade or the Blink Dagger and gets on top of you. Like, you're just done. You can't really grave anyone or yourself. That big rock hurls down on you.
Pounds into you with his long tree. His walking stick,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, it's his walking stick, nothing else. Chat, please. Like, there are no innuendos between me and the Killer Pigeon.
That would never happen.
Walking, that would never happen.
We are at this late at night with little sleep. We remain professional esports casty men, right?
Of course, we're nice guys. Oh, Duzaban. That
Alright.
makes a lot of sense too, because it was really good for them in that last game. They played like Rezo was really good. Like, yeah, he had some questionable pikes usages, but overall he farmed well. Was always a threat for PSG, and also another hero that would always use an Oracle or a Dazzle is that Duz. Like, it's one of those heroes that works well with the save support such as Oracle. It's very unfortunate that they didn't pick this Oracle in the last game, but yeah, I wonder still if they're gonna combo it with something because they're losing their options. The Husk is not there, the TB is not there, the Duz is not. It's gonna end up just being a counter to the Grimstroke, I fear, and the Warcry from Sven, which is pretty legit.
Yeah, but also Oracle's kind of this hero that you have to get your justification out of it. It's a hero that a lot of teams dodge because it kind of makes you change the way you play the game, right? Like Oracle, the way you have to play around fights is very different because of that hero.
This hero, by the way, he's been banned. I don't know if he's been banned both of the last two games, but he's been banned in one of them for sure. And their spirit is like, you remember how much I praised Razor in that last game. He didn't really do as much as I expected, but he was on the offlane. He was sacked. He didn't really have farm priority, so he couldn't really show his, I don't know, best. But Earth Spirit, I wonder if they're gonna put him as a core or as a support here. Usually we see Earth Spirit as a support, and that's what, like, 9 out of 10 times where you expect him to be. However, this hero right now with some farm, the amount of damage that he dishes out, honestly, it's ridiculous. Like, he can be played as a core, as a 3 or a 2. I mean, he works really well. Still, most likely it's gonna be the 4 Tusk and the 4 Earth Spirit.
A lot,
Two
yeah,
brawlers,
most
basically.
likely. A lot of brawl coming out from either one of these. And of course, both these guys like to build double bracer. Makes them insanely tanky. Osprey, especially with the 3.8 strength gain now per level. One of the highest, actually, for any hero.
I mean, look at him. He's so buff.
He looks ready to fight. I mean, I know you go straight to muscle turn.
Did you notice how small his head is, like, in comparison
compared
to
to his body? Yeah.
Yeah, his head is really small. I mean, it's like when you have a small head and you do a bunch of roids, that's how you look.
And then, well, the real giveaway is his feet as well. Look at his feet compared to his hands. Like, there's a pretty hefty hands.
Yeah, he's doing the right thing though. He's wearing these big trousers, so you can't really see his legs. So no one can actually call him chicken legs because he's only working upper body. It's obvious that he's only working upper body, right? Like,
yeah, we know. We can see. Okay, guys, you just gotta take a moment to reflect upon it. You know straight away. The puck coming out though. Okay.
Yeah, a little, a finer creature, let's say, a little bit more on the skill side than the brawling side, like Tusk and Earth Spirit. And interesting though. I mean, you have a way of, let's say, jumping on the Oracle and Dazzle and silencing them, controlling the team fight in that way. But I wonder if they're combo something with this puck, because it's another hero. I expected him in that last game versus Razor perhaps, but it wasn't picked up.
Yeah, I think the other thing to look at here as well is if this is Puck versus Dazzle. All right, maybe not.
You don't want to put him versus Dragonite though either. So
yeah, so I'm trying to figure out how they're gonna do this right now because there are options, right? Like you can still have Dazzle mid, Dragonite in the outer lanes. Tusk free is an option as well. We haven't really seen any team do it, but it's feasible. This hero does use gold pretty damn well.
Yeah, Dragonite and Dazzle are basically the best thing for forward gaming right now because, yeah, it's obvious that there are 2 cores. I sincerely doubt that Tusk is going to be the 3. It's either Dragonite or Dazzle. But their draft is very flexible, which can be said for PSG.LGD's draft as well. So I really think that in this game 3, both of these teams have really stepped up their game when it comes to drafting. When it comes to mind games, at least in drafting, their drafts were very good in first 2 games as well. But mind games are on a little bit of a different level, higher level in this 3rd match. So yeah, this puck, most likely they don't want to lane it mid versus the DK, but they can. The Dazzle can go mid as well, and then you put the DK on the off lane.
That was my thoughts, because like Dazzle handles puck pretty well in the lane due to the poison touch. Of course, you can phase shift out, but the point is, if you do actually hit that poison, Puck's big weakness is always dots. Like, that's the one thing that hero cannot handle.
Yeah, he's just way too squishy when it comes to dots. So easy to just wear him down, right? So, but at the same time, he can deal with Dazzle in some way if he manages to silence him with patient their spirit. That's one that Dazzle. While the same cannot be said for Puck. If a Tusk rotates in, Puck can always just phase shift out or just orb out of the shards. So.
Very true. Final ban is actually going to be on the Outward Devourer. And, alright, a Luna to round it out. We've seen this before already. The Tusk gets buffed up pretty nicely with the Luna Blessing. It'd be pretty effective.
Again, no buffs for this Luna. Usually this hero, I mean, has been disbanded. Okay, Beast is completely ignored throughout the series, which is ridiculous. But especially considering how good he is, let's say, with this Luna.
No, he got picked once. In fairness, he got picked once. Just the team didn't want to pick it again after the Primal Roars was saving Universe's life.
He got ignored in that game as well. He was just dying that offlane and then ignored.
He was pretty worthless.
In all fairness, yeah.
And there's the Razor farm pick coming out from LGD.
This makes a lot of sense. You can put Razor versus DK. You can put Chalice on that Puck on the offlane as 3. And Ame can be that Sven, actually. That was first picked. I mean, he was picked in the first phase, and he's actually their core. So this is basically what their draft gives them. It gives them so much flexibility to just put any one of these cores wherever they want to, which is insane. Really, really well done by FY. Rezoned, his Luna can definitely roll out of control in this game. I don't think it's as hard of a Luna game as it was was it the first match? In the first match, yeah. We only had 3, so
yeah, we only had 3. I know it's late, but try and stick with me, Liz.
Yeah. What do you think about that gem, that heart on Dragonite? Look at it; it's so shiny. And
it
nice.
is. It is pretty sparkly. So is the one on the Earth Spirit, though.
Yeah. So you put Universe on DK, but nothing stopping PSG from putting Razor versus DK there as well. That can happen. However, Razor on the side lanes is not as strong as he is on mid lane depth.
It's looking like it's likely going to be Chalice offlane Puck, which Puck is this weird hero to kind of slot in. I think he's kind of suited to the offlane role from a initiation control perspective. The problem is it's not really a hero that's going to build your Vlads or your Crimson Guard, right?
He's definitely not your utility hero, that's true. I got disconnected.
You got well, that's not allowed. From the game? You better reconnect to the game quickly.
I'm trying. Wait for me.
Alright, it's now getting underway. With or without Lizard, this series must be decided between the sides Ford Gaming and LGD.
I'm back.
Oh,
we're good. We're good.
Well, that makes it more hype. Yes, you have a co-cast.
You were talking about utility and how Puck is not going to be able to be the one that brings it to his team. But at the same time, you have the Earth Spirit, you have the Sven that's going to be somewhat giving them some utility, right? The Earth Spirit can build Vlads if he wants to as well. Like, out of the question. Most likely not going to happen, but he can. And then you have the Sven with the Warcry. So these heroes on their own, they bring utility to your team. So they might bring them a kill as well on this Luna.
They want it. Gonna go for the roll in. Oh, no resolution. He walks straight back into it. The Stormhammer comes out. That means they can close the gap and look for the first blood here. That was an unfortunate series of events for resolution there.
Yeah.
Doubling back at just the last second.
Let's be honest, it was only that, right? It was only one event. When he moved back into that...
That is true. Well, there was a smoke, then there was a move. All right? I'm calling it a series of events.
All right.
Not just typed up on that Netflix series.
Right? Like, just going so far, so deep in. He did scout out the lanes, though. They know that the Razor is on top. Because of that, DK can be on bottom lane. And if they start properly with these lanes, then they can play the TP game in their advantage, right? They can TP first, and because of that, they can't be followed with the Razor, which is really nice.
Doesn't feel as good when you give away a first blood, though.
Yeah. Not perfect by any
also
stretch.
Doesn't feel good giving over 3 runes. As LGD take another advantage.
That's not great. That's not great either. But you have this Puck and this Razor just running across the map, not really finding their place right now. Sven doing the same. So the rotation game is definitely going in forward's favor right now, I believe.
See if it can pay off. Chalice? He leveled in the illusory orb, so they can actually harass him a little bit at least.
They're not going to allow him to go near to this lane. Sven is rotating in, but his supports are not. Okay, we have X-Nova porting in.
Alright, there you go. Grimstroke is now here. Stormhammer comes out. Tag team will turn around, but Inkspell's going to be used. They poach it off straight away. They just fight up against Arme. They do a lot of damage.
Yeah. So far, this Sven hasn't seen a creep. And he has some experience. He has some experience from the first blood, but that's it. Now he has to actually start farming, which is going to be very hard on this lane, to be honest. And Sven is... I mean, okay, Earth Spirit is rotating.
Yes,
now with Earth Spirit here. Yeah.
This is kind of an advantage to Ford in this scenario, though. You got tag team and you've got a way of purging off the Inkswell, which is the big buffer for LGD.
Oh, yeah.
Roll in. And somehow FY misses on everyone.
Yeah, he misses it, but he doesn't die there. The tag team is used, but overall tag team is only 14.
Yeah, he actually lost a lot of health there. So he doesn't have the start to start with, as he's gone for the Orb of Venom. You can already see MSS, you're starting to cut through trees here, making sure there's no sort of breach point for FY.
I wonder at what point are they gonna change these lanes? Oh, Sven.
Oh, stun coming in. They bat away. They don't want to deal with the task, but they're going to move across. Ruin on the spot. Sven can't do anything but die here. He will go down. Inkswell just about connects with Resolution, but FY needs to be careful. He's got the rollout, but gets blocked out by MSS.
Alright, so what's happening here? They're definitely convincingly winning the lane, who has only found 3 creeps so far, but at the same time Dragonite is suffering so badly on the bottom lane that he has to rotate to the mid lane, and they send the Dazzle bot, but this isn't really working out for them, so they're... I don't know. I think Forward Gaming are definitely coming on top in the laning stage though.
Yeah, Yoar can actually handle this. He done fantastic with the starting waves, and he can deal with the Razor reasonably well. I say that as he's now being ran down. Eventually, he will break this tether, but not before giving over 84 damage.
He's healing creeps right now when he hits them. There you go. You saw that? It's definitely...
This is how he CSs. This is a true CS method. Of course, the mid lane is... It should just be that Universe is now unkillable and not really threatened.
The thing is, though, the puck already had... Like, well, not the best start, but he had a few CS. The DK isn't gonna dominate completely, but he's gonna just farm, and he's gonna be exactly that, unkillable, and that's most important for him on this lane.
And if you keep the puck here, he can't rotate around. He just has to deal with you. That locks that mid game in place. LGD, if the puck can't actually make moves in that mid game, the top isn't going to do it right now. It might make a move on SVG though. MSS does have the tag teams. Finally going to use it. Nice shot. Beautifully done by MSS. Now he's in trouble though. The Inkspell's going to come out. There's no escape for him. SVG's watches on the sideline as Tusk will fall. Eventually.
Eventually. He will fall.
Although Luna was farming the wave the whole time, by the way. So Resolution, the true winner of everything in this top lane right now. 19-12 in terms of CS.
In the last 2 games, he has been the winner of these engagements because, you know what? He doesn't show up to them. It's very
FY?
easy to be a winner.
Manages to roll away just in time. Ice shots. You cut off X-Nova. Stun's going to out Inkswell as well. They've already used the Purge, which means Resolution's in trouble. Trying to move away with the stick. Turns around Lucent Beam. Should be able to get the kill on the Grimstroke first of all, but Stroke Through won't be on the mark. So actually, they do lose the Grimstroke. They don't find anything in return. They turn around Lucent Beam as well. Earth Spirit needs an escape plan right now, but the tag team, a little bit too much damage, will go down with the heals. SVG with these Purifying Flames doing a lot of work right now.
Very well played by Forward there again. Maybe if that thing's all connected onto the Luna, the Earth Spirit can roll onto her and they can take that kill. Unfortunately for them, it doesn't. They lose both of their supports. They don't lose the Sven, but that same Sven, he's not really farming. He has like less than... Luna is doubling him. Like, she has 20 CS, he has 9. This is going much, much better for the Luna. And when you think about it, Luna gets a good game, Dragonite gets a good game. They can just roll out of control and just provide so much pressure and set the tempo with these Dazzle heals early on that they can take down full map control. It's not going to be an easy mid game for LGD, but they're the masters of that. They lose the lane, they still make you fight in some awkward position, and they find space for their cores to catch up.
It's true, but at the same time, like, where are you going to find the space in this game? Because you're not going to create much space. You don't really have a natural tower pusher on the side of LGD. That's the biggest concern right now.
Another thing is that you don't have those stacks for Sven. Like, a long time ago, you would make stacks for Sven on Ancients, and then he would just catch up. But in this kind of a game, I don't think you can afford to do that. If you lose the lanes and Luna takes those stacks, you're ruined. Also, it's not as easy to take those stacks as it used to be. Some rotations from the mid and the offlane. You can see the Dragon Knight running bottom again as Razor ran mid.
They are doing the shuffle, but the true winner was Chalice. He did manage to pick up 2 bounty runes in the bot lane. New Versus says, wherever you go, Fairy Dragon Knight follow. Top lane, there is a fight going on. SVG will purge off, look to move away. FY needs to roll out, and SVG a little bit too slow to get in front of it. Which is a shame, because if he did, that's definitely going to be a kill on the Earth Spirit. Who still hasn't gone back for a stout, by the way.
He did use Purge. Yeah, the Stout Shield is definitely something that would benefit him so much on this lane. It would make it so much easier for him to roll in recklessly, like this.
They're going to roll in. Luna, slowed down. Going to try and lose some beam, but there's the Warcry moving forward. Resolution, sticks up. Inkswell's not going to be close enough. MSS stands his ground and harasses him out a little bit. Should be fine here, Arme. There it is. Stormhammer comes out. Resolution. Oh no, the stroke through the ice shot. Oh, the shot by MSS. FY tries to roll in. Needs to tap. Can't get it. Pole smash through. Will finally get the kill. But he gives his life for this cause. MSS trying his hardest to keep his core alive. Sadly unable to do it in the end.
So sad, man. Those shards were perfect. Like, every time this guy uses those shards, it's so good. But FY on point with his Earth Spirit, not letting that Luna go. However, Puck is rotating top, and he wants a part of this action as well.
He's got an Arcane Rune and a Dream Core. He's ready to party. There it is, Dream Core 2. Roland's going to be there in the Oracle. Now they're going to move for Illusion Orb, zone them out. Both supports for the side. A forward game should be going down. Inkswell, they're chasing for more. The stun on the Luna as well. Snowball across, trying to create some space right now. MSS just trying to guard against Resolution. He says, I failed you once, I won't fail you again. Chalice spotted in the tree line. Ice shards. Doesn't quite connect here. Now the tag team's on him. You can silence him all you want, but you have no way out. Lose your orb will not allow him to escape. MSS will stay alive. Nice rotation for Yawar.
Yeah, good. Exactly. Yawar is just rotating in, saving his teammates there. Like, they dove so hard. I actually expected that Luna to die. I expected them to get more than just the Oracle. They didn't manage to.
In the end, a favorable outcome for the side of forward in that engagement. Getting the kill on the Puck is huge for them at the stage in the game. Most valuable hero, in fact.
Yep. I'm just worried. This Razor, he's having a good time as well. Like, he's not gonna be that Razor from the last game. That's Yule's Razor.
SVG, oh, they perfectly placed it. They'll roll in, they'll stun him up and slow him down, and Oracle should be falling here. That's a lot of heroes to retain, though, as they did have maybe come across as well.
I mean, it's a 4-man rotation lag. It's a 4-man rotation for an Oracle. I think if you're an Oracle, you're super fine by it. You got some experience, you defended the tower a little bit. Yeah, you fed, but you're a support, you don't care. That's what I at least tell myself every time I die. Whatever. Must be the truth, right?
Yeah, sure. You were Craig's face.
6,000
you
ping.
Filthy feeder. And yeah, 6,000 ping's a little bit high.
I want to
wait, if FY's on 6,000 ping and he made that roll in, that's impressive. That's all I'm gonna say. Especially since Oracle was kind of zipping back and forth. So there was like a decent little gap being kind of covered.
6,000 ping rolls right here.
Does it make you jealous? Do you wish you could play Earth Spirit with that much lag that well?
I can't play him without lag, man. Yet, maybe I would play him better without lag, actually.
Whoa. Are you demeaning the efforts of FY? Because it sounds like it.
Certainly not.
That's kind of like a mini dig right there.
No, never. I'm just like, this Razor has had a really good laning stage. However, he's been rotating a lot, like moving back and forth from mid and bottom lane. I think he could have even more if he wasn't doing that. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how much this hero is going to be able to do through the mid game, because it is one of those heroes that isn't picked up way too much and isn't put on one of these positions in which he dominates through the mid game. Like in the last game, he was sacked, you know. He was just a creep at one point.
It's not really a
Here,
hero
he
we see on a
definitely-
pedestal. That's not really a hero we see setting the tempo, which is odd because
Exactly.
you could argue that's essentially what Razor's meant to do.
But in this game, he can definitely do it. Like, you can see him already. He's been given so much space. I hope he's gonna deliver.
Okay, we'll see soon. They're looking to take the tier 1 tower here. See if they can force someone to rotate and respond. And there are some deep wards here. You can already see it from LGD around this top area. So they see the rotation. On the Yawa, the stun's going to be there. They bat him back, silence him up. Hopefully done with the way to Rift. And Puck will just chase on through. Yawa should be going down. No levels in the shallow grave.
Yeah, it's a 4-man rotation to kill the Puck, and at the same time, Universe has used that Dragon Force. Started to pressure this bottom tier 1. However, instantly, Razor ports in.
Chalice on top. Lose your ult to get away. Should be fine. Just looking for kills right now. He knows he's not really going to exist to push towers. He just needs to look for pickoffs and pressure this Luna a little bit. Meanwhile, Universe will pressure this tier 1 in the mid. As you said, Razor did TP down. He had the advantage as a result.
They're just dodging each other.
Universe going to be batted on the tower here. Trying to move the Dream Ball's going to come out. Poison touch next on the 3. Inkswell is working against them though. It doesn't get the effect they were looking for. X-Nervous going to get low. Will go down. And Ice Shouts cuts off FY. Roll's going to come off cooldown, but it's too late. The poison will burn him up. Double kill comes out from SVG. And this should be the tier 1 tower falling in favor of Ford Gaming.
Yeah, usually what happens is Dragon Knight starts pushing, people port in to stop that from happening, or they rotate, and that's what happened with Razor. But this Dragon Knight just dodged him and went mid and got his team a favorable fight around him, so, because Razor couldn't connect. And as we said, that Razor is the most valuable hero on the side of PSG.LGD, and if he ports to one lane, you just go to the different one and fight. So, pretty well played by Forward Gaming, and now they're smoked up. They're gonna look to find this Razor on the bottom lane, actually.
Somnus with a tear in his eyes, no one will play with him. And now he might actually have a few too many friends. Will come in, Ice Shards will cut him off. No easy escape, the tag team comes out, you can static link all you want, but you're not going home alive. You're going home in a body bag.
Again, it's a 4-man rotation, so they've committed a lot. This Sven is able to farm. They managed to plant these deep wards around the top lane too, so they can do whatever they want to there. So there are some... I mean, it's hard to lose your top net worth like that. It's definitely not great, but you have some positives out of it at least.
He's shoving the lane. Daz will stay there. Universe goes top because he's the safest to do so. He does have the Elder Dragon form available, so he did have the option to push on the bot, but... Well, maybe just come bot again.
I mean,
He's really
Razor
committed.
ported bottom. Razor ported bottom, exactly, so you just go top with Dragon Knight, that's it.
And the other dragon in this game, heading towards bot, Chalice.
Puck is a dragon?
He is a fairy dragon. It is a hybrid type of dragon. All right, time to nerd out on some lore for you folks.
Definitely. He is a fairy dragon. I remember when he would mana burn you. Good old times when you casted spells. Good old Warcraft 3 times.
Not all of us are that old, Liz. Nice move from Resolution to the mid lane, though. They know Dragon Knight has to stay top, so there's just pressure on this tier 1. They're going to force Puck to come back to his lane, but Razor's already done his business in the bot. He takes the tier 1. No trade happening just yet, though.
This is like the most hectic laning stage that I have seen in stations happening.
All right, tower denied. Nicely done. Yeah, this is getting a little bit archaic. Top lane, they're looking to make it more archaic. Universe being gone onto. Pretty tanky, though. DP's coming in. The Dragon Tail goes out to make sure Sven can't follow up. And this is why you don't really try and kill a Dragon Knight with double Bracer.
Double Bracer Dragon Knight with Dazzle, with Oracle. Never gonna die.
I mean, this is the thing. You get a hero like Dragon Knight, you know you don't have to use your big ults on him, the Shallow Grave as well. So you can choose them on Luna. This is the perfect scenario. You have two big cores that just won't die.
Luna?
Resolution might, though. Eclipse is going to come out. He's forced to fight Razor. Is it going to be enough? It's going to be close, but nope. He runs out of Eclipses. Chalice, or sorry, maybe rather, a little bit too tanky.
Maybe. I mean, I don't think Rezo had an option there. He couldn't just run away. That's a level 4 static link, level 4 current. Maybe he could have decided to run back to the tier 2, but then he most likely just dies. Nah, he could have asked for help. Yeah, he could have asked.
Yeah,
he
asking a team for help is usually the good way to go in a team game.
There's an Oracle with a port. There's an Oracle with a port. There's a Tusk with a port. There's a Dazzle with a port. Could have said something. Like, hey guys, I have a Razor linking me here.
Well, like, the other big problem here is you've now got Eclipse on cooldown. And at this stage, that's huge for Luna. Because yes, you can farm, but you really want to actually get like value out of your first two big ultimates.
Yeah, to be honest, this isn't really my favorite skill build on Luna because like you can see the way he's farming the Ancients right now very fast. I wouldn't even have the ultimate. If you watched the Luna from PSG in the first game, they would never go for Eclipse until level 12 or something. You don't need it. You don't have to max out your Lucent Beam. However, perhaps they felt that they needed that Lucent Beam on the lane, and that's why he took it earlier.
Oh, Chalice, he's been stunned up here. He can't move away quick enough and finally go for the lose your old move away. We had to escape this. Nice move in the bot lane as well, actually. You saw the silence come out from X-Nova just in time to interrupt the Walrus Punch that would have probably ended with maybe falling if that had connected. So nice moves all around from LGD, just dragging the attention of Fort Gaming on both sides of the map. Creating space for the Sven.
Yeah, they're creating space for the Sven, who's actually, well, he's caught up to the Luna. He's actually even taken over it. And I think that's partly due to the fact that Luna did not have Lunar Blessing and Moonglaves maxed out early. Honestly, she would farm so much faster if she did. And also the fact that she died to Razor.
X-Nova. A little bit overkill with the Walrus Punch, but they just ensure the kill. They did actually use the Elder Dragon form to some effect in the end, TPing in at the end there. And that is a Blink Dagger now on Universe, so he's ready and able to get active. Eager to do so, shall we say. So is Arme. Actually has an Invis Rune and Echo Saber. They might get a kill. MSS. Oh, he just put down a ward. They'll be able to de-ward it as well.
They have a sentry though, they saw him.
They do see him, but he just placed a fresh ward, so that's a little bit upsetting for him.
Good value, few seconds of a ward. What more can you?
You saw something with it. You can't really complain. It diverted a kill, you know? Be happy. And it looks like they're just playing a game of Dodge Universe still. They don't want to be wherever the Dragon Knight is. Sensibly read by LGD.
They're going to take the top two bounties. And Luna is just farming, yeah. So they did use that God Strand, which is most likely going to prevent them from fighting in the next 50 seconds.
Yeah, but our forward looking to fight. I mean, I feel like they kind of want to with the way that Resolution is built, but still not got that level 2 Eclipse. I don't think you want to fight for level 2 Eclipse.
I think you wait for level 2 Eclipse and you wait for BKB on Luna and then you try and fight. You don't do it before. You're severely lacking damage right now on the side of gaming. Like, you have the Dazzle, you have the Oracle, two support. I mean, not supports, Dazzle is a 4, but he has Necro 1, but it's just not enough, I fear. Like, they're just not dishing out enough damage to fight this LGD's lineup right now.
Dragtail, Snowball in the mid lane. Arc has been found. The Walrus Punch is enough to ensure he cannot escape. That's a big pick off of Ice Shards. Don't quite catch on to FY. And even if they did, he did have the roll on boarded to move away.
Okay, you can kill the dragon.
Yeah,
but that's
an
about
option.
it. If you pick him off, you can get that dragon.
I mean, it's a sad, sad world when own kind is turned against own kind. It's dragons out to fight dragons. And
we have a smoke and a blink on that Universe's DK, so he might catch someone too here.
He's got the mana for the stun. Arme gonna go for TP away. They're gonna find the less valuable kills. Arme just TP's out under the nuts. X-Nova won't be so lucky though, as he does go down, and they can push from this tier 1. FY lingering in the tree line should just get the hell out of dodge. Is he gonna go for the greedy play?
That's actually very fortunate for them because Grimstroke was the one that died and not Ame's Sven. He rotates mid, he continues pressuring it, farming it, while all 4 of them are on the bottom lane pushing. So they actually find space out of that, and he's gonna have that Blink Dagger too on Sven very soon now.
Feels like Ford's kind of concept is we're kind of going to stave off your tier 1s to alleviate quick responses so the Resolution can farm more aggressively. That's the only way I see this right now is they're trying to like enclose LGD in a small area of the map, so if something happens somewhere, they don't respond as quickly.
Makes a lot of sense. But that's how they do it. The way they move across the map is always so well thought through.
Arme, the big kill they're looking for here. No TP to work with though. He has just picked up his blink dagger. The poison touch is persisting, but they can't keep it running any longer. He breaks line of sight, and he can blink away. I shard just a little bit too late.
And they instantly ping mid. They're going to rotate there with the Razor and the supports. The puck is rotating in too, so there's nothing, absolutely nothing for forward top lane. And they're going to have to react to this. As you can see, they instantly smoke up and they're rotating in. Luna is ready to fight there too. He has that BKB flying in, and we're going to see a big fight, I think.
The scan just came out. LGD knows what's coming.
There's a haste on Dragonite though. They don't know that.
In a second, Dragondale's going to come out on a Sven though. This is the big target, but it's not the easy one. Now they're going to move 3 corner 3. They move into Magnetize as well. It's a Soulbind locked in place. They can't do anything. BKB out from Resolution, standing his ground with a false promise on him as well. But all of his teammates dying around him, and he'll join them. This is a triple kill for this Razor. Perfectly done by LGD. Everything just connecting, and they'll find an additional kill. Ultra kill for maybe.
Yeah, it's just so easy, and this is what I was... This is the Razor that I was expecting through the mid game. It's so easy for them to execute as well. Puck jumps in, holds them with Dream Coil, and then yeah, Luna wants to go in and use her level 2 ulti that we've been waiting for so much. But so what? There's a BKB on Razor. He pops it, he just runs to her and uses Static Link, and there's no absolutely no damage that comes from that Luna in that fight. So overall, it's very simple for PSG to execute these teamfights right now, and because of that, they just sweep through gaming.
The good news is, at this stage, you're not too high of a level, so the respawn time's not long enough that LGD can go high ground.
That's great. That's great way of looking at it. Stay low levels so that you can respawn faster. That's like some next level strats.
Take your supports with you, so you know when you farm creeps, you're not leveling too fast.
Exactly. You see the man, this so next level actually.
Time for me to go grind my MMR. I know how I'm getting up.
It's like not skilling anything when you're playing versus Druid. It's the best way. You just don't skill spells and you can't steal anything.
Or just go stats. Oh wait, you can't do that anymore. I miss those days. Need the good old days of stats coming back. You remember the old Lunas where they wouldn't level Lucid Beam? Oh, roll in the mid lane. In the river, Universe, in a little bit of trouble. They try and protect False Promise. The Dream Core move for the Soulbind linking them in place. They can't actually move away quick enough. Dragonite will go down. That's way too much damage. And joining him is a friendly little Tuskman. Yuar tries to TP away, but it's too late. Roll-in will stun him up. Shalagrave will end, and so will his life. A triple kill for Arme. And the cores of LGD are just flaming heads.
Yeah, I mean, it's not only the cores that are doing this amount of damage, it's also the Earth Spirit who's doing so much, plus he has that lads in fights. It's also this Grimstroke that allows these cores to actually dish out so much with the Soulbind. He maxed out Stroke of Fate as well, so he dishes out damage. While on the other side, you put all your eggs in one basket. That's this Rezo's... like your Dragonite isn't really hitting hard right now. He has a hood and a blink. Like he's your initiator and some tanky frontliner. That's all he can do. And it's on this Luna to dish out most of the damage. Even the Dazzle went for the mech. Like he didn't go for any more levels in the Necro or anything like that. So you're putting everything into this Luna, who's completely useless once these BKBs are popped. So it's looking tough. It's definitely looking tough for forward gaming. I'm not certain how they're gonna be able to pull through this mid game, because this Sven is getting bigger and bigger. He's gonna finish up that BKB very soon too, and then it's another extra target that does not care about the Luna.
And all these items can be used aggressively as well, right? Like the other thing to point out with Luna's items is BKB, then Hurricane Pike, and you need this, yes, against the Razor, but it means you're not really increasing your damage output.
Yeah, exactly. Not at all. You don't see the Yasha into Manta or something gonna increase your damage and the farming speed too. Like you have the Mask of Madness and the BKB. It's not great. Eventually, she's gonna find farm that's gonna allow her to maybe fight with that Pike. It's definitely the proper item when you look at it. This BKB was definitely the proper item too, to survive, but not to really win.
Charles moves in. Dreamcore comes out. Doesn't silence on the 2 though. Needs to be careful. Move away himself. Be able to do so. Soulbind links on the 2. The roll is going to come out. The Magnifies as well. FY looking to go to work BKB out. But has been used, but BKB coming straight out from maybe just standing his ground. Static Link just linked up, making sure that Luna cannot fight. We'll have to move away. MSS taking a lot of damage, giving it over a lot of damage as well. 280 on this Razor right now. I don't think they want to play. Puck does get out, went a little bit deep. Now Dragontail's going to be there, just kiting out the Razor, roll in. Not good enough from FY. Silence going to be there. The Boulder Smash misses. The Universe is going to be fine. Jason forward, Stormhammer. There's the God Strength. Luna, BKB trying to go Ice Shard to protect, but it's not good enough. They'll trap them in, but they trap in the Dragon Knight as well. Universe has no escape from this. He will fall alongside Resolution. And then they're in the base. MSS, he's going to get low. Snowball bites for the second, but it's not going to buy him more. He'll go down, going right through, just mincing the entire lineup. Buyback finally comes out in the Tusk, but not before they lose the Dazzle. He's down for 40 seconds. Roll in, looks for the stun. Boulder Smash back. Oracle can't do enough against this. Yawal will buy back, but it's too late. You're going to lose another hero. Board Gaming's hesitation costs them even more, and now it's going to cost them a lane.
Yeah, you do have Luna in 15 seconds, so perhaps you can, I don't know, perhaps you can stand
like,
on the phone.
They could maybe, if they go, no, this is looking absolutely brutal. LGD are showing no mercy, and they are giving no quarter to the side of Board Gaming.
No, let's just call it what it is. It's the stomp right now. It's the, I mean, the laning stage went fairly well for Forward Gaming, but everything afterwards is just a disaster. It's so hard when you lack damage. You severely lack damage.
And you said about the build as well. Resolution going for more of a fighting build and then not being able to. And this is the thing, when you're in a tri-lane that long, you're budgeting your XP, essentially. So you have to make sure you're skilling correctly every level. As a result, Rezo is basically an iron behind his opponents. Moving forward. Oh, SVG. Ice Shards block off the chase, but they're going to roll through anyway. They'll find him still. Oracle will go down. No escape from that. And they'll clean up the Necro creeps as well. That's a DD Sven.
No chill whatsoever.
I mean, you can't go anywhere near him right now. Arme with a DD and God Strength available. Not to mention he's picked up the Chrysalis.
Yeah, he has that small crit ready and available for him as well.
It's not so small if he pops the ult.
Yeah, if he pops that ult, he can basically solo Rezo, right? If he's not careful.
He might try.
If he pops that Mask of Madness.
He knows where he is. Gonna move in. BKB comes out. Rezo looks TP away. Dreamfall interrupts him. Now, there's the God Strike Rezo. No escape from this. Decides a little bit too late to run away, and he'll go down. The Dagon finishes him off from Chalice.
Very unfortunate for Rezo. I mean,
Tusk, by the way.
In a game such a good one.
Maybe?
Oh. Alright.
Okay. Maybe he's just finding pickoffs alone.
I mean, this Razor is just a beast on his own. We've been talking about Sven so much, but look at the Razor. He's almost finished that Battle Fury. Butterfly, sorry. He has the Sasha Yasha, Stanjan Yasha. He has the BKB as well, the drums. Like this, yeah, you can get through Sven maybe, but how do you deal with the Razor? So many questions left unanswered from Forward Gaming in this match.
And Forward are just very slim as well. The way they were split up like that, losing heroes on both sides of the map. They need to come together right now because this is their last chance. No out of towers, nothing to protect against Megas if LGD commits. And they're looking to do exactly that. They've got God Strength in 20 seconds on the Sven. BKB available on him as well. Resolution needs one hell of an Eclipse. Stance coming in. Dagon. Oh, SVG just about stays alive. Oh, moving in. Dragontail coming out. Stance on the Universe. And Soulbind will connect on the two. Eclipse has been used. FY trying to move away quick enough. The roll away will be able to do so. They might turn around. Look at the rebuttal. They'll go straight in. LGD moving straight back into the base. God Strength activates. Trying to force Dragon Knight away. They already got a kill to Oracle. They're going to turn around, and Universe is just going to be left alone. The rest of his team don't want to help. They can't, in fact. Resolution just farming creeps in his own base. As they chase some more. Yawar's going to go down as well. And while Tusk is tanky, he can do nothing to protect the rest of his team as they lose to Luna and GG comes out.
Is that a rampage? It's not.
It's not. This is... Okay, so we've had multiple occasions of this right now where it's always ultra kills. No rampages for LGD though.
Yep. Very, I don't know, very unfortunate end of the series for Forward Gaming. Although it was a little bit expected, to be honest. They did put up a good fight versus PSG, and like in just a month, honestly, when I was watching them in Moscow, they would fall apart against PSG. They fell apart too. Here though, they played fairly well, and they played the full series. And perhaps it's a drafting issue in the last game, perhaps, It's just PSG knowing what exactly they had to do at every point um, in this particular game. Like, Sven had such a rough start. Honestly, I expected. You know what happened? I expected Sven to be completely behind of the Luna, and I expected them to perhaps with the Dazzle, with the Oracle, with all this sustain that they've got, I expected them to take full map control after the laning. But instead, what happened is like Luna, she farmed way too slowly, and Sven caught up at one point. Razor got that pick off on the Luna as well, and Rezo, he just couldn't find his true self in this match, unfortunately. And
I think
Razor
you've
as much
highlighted
as
it correctly though. Like it was literally Ford put all the eggs in one basket, right? Like there was way too much on Resolution's shoulder again.
and he maxed Lucent Beam. Like you
Yes.
put everything on him, and then he maxes Lucent Beam. And as soon as the BKBs are up on either one of these two cores, they run him down. And it was the Razor that got it first, I believe. He just uses static link and links the Luna and just runs at her with the BKB. She can't, like, there's absolutely nothing that the Rezo Luna can do. And because of that, the hero is useless. He can't farm, and he can't really utilize the skill build that he opted for. He can't really utilize the maxed Lucent Beam and the Eclipse. If instead he had maxed out Moonglaze and his other passive, like, he would be able to farm much faster
Well,
and perhaps
guys,
match up with this one.
after that, LGD come out 2-1. We're gonna have more action here on this channel. We've got 2 more best of 3s. I'm just gonna find out which one we're gonna be covering next here. So stay tuned. I should have that info soon. I'll put it in the chat.